Welcome in everyone, it is me, Ziggy Chris, your Xennial GamerDad, and I'm here once again checking out music that passes me by because I sit in my midlife crisis, listening to the music I grew up with. And so we are here today checking out a band that has become a firm favourite on this channel within the space of, I think, 2 songs, because I discovered them with, like I discovered them before everyone else. I did not, I'm late to the party. But my discovery of them was listening to Domination a couple of weeks back. That absolutely blew my mind. It was amazing. Then we checked out Hate after a bunch of your recommendations, which was just amazing once again. There's lots of superlatives, but it was amazing once again. And off the back of that, we had a poll on the channel on my post tab, and the winner of that for the next song was Freedom, which is what we're going to check out today. As much as there's lots of debate on whether I should watch the music video or the live video, we're going to go live again because I feel like, and a lot of people have backed up in the comments, that that's where a lot of the joy of this band is, in what they bring to the live performances. So whilst I'm sure I am going to dive into some of the music videos at some point, we're going to go with the live performance of Freedom today. And I didn't plan it, but it seems quite fitting that on a day when we are listening to amazingly powerful women playing rock and roll at the height of its force, I'm wearing my She-Ra t-shirt today. Ba-boom! So we've got the Princess of Power on the go. I don't really want to wait, guys, because I'm so excited to dive back into more Band-Maid, and I'm so happy that some of you have come on with this journey with me. So let's just check it out, because I'm super excited to hear more of what they do this time round. So it's Band-Maid with Freedom. Come on! Prouder up for it. Oh. I'm gonna stop. I almost hate stopping these guys because I just want to enjoy it, but the tribulations of YouTube mean that I kind of need to an extent. And I also, it gives me an excuse to go back and listen to certain segments again, because that was amazing. As I get comfy in my chair, I want to enjoy the facts that, again, they're all astounding, but some of you know from the last videos, I'm falling head over heels for Misa and her amazing bass playing. They're all awesome, but she just stands out to me so much because I'm a big fan of really well done bass. It doesn't get enough credit, and it's just beautiful what's going on here, just all through. Some brilliant drum work as well as ever, and just, yeah, it's really tight. Everything about what they do is so tight in terms of the timing, and that's one of the things I love. Despite the fact that it's full of energy, it's also really just, as we would say, tight. Phrasing. Here. Um, that's the first time I've heard her stand out and do a solo vocal, and it was really nice. You can see why she kind of handed over the reins in terms of lead, but that was really swish. She looked so pleased to be doing it, as did everyone watching her. Come on. Oh, so much goodness. And I'm stopping less and less in their songs because there's just so much. I may have to change the way I do their videos. We can just do like a listen to the song and then go back through it, because it's a crime almost to stop it. As much as it means I am fully copyrighted, I don't care. Because, wow, I just love this drum solo. It's so good to hear, to get a proper drum solo in a live performance. I just love the way that they use their live performances to I'm losing my voice, guys, sorry. I just love the way they use their live performances to, I mentioned it in a previous video, to treat them as that, to allow each other to shine and have these moments that you can't necessarily fit into a 3-minute record, you know, that you can kind of bask in the joy of it all and celebrate the joy of live music and go off on these massive tangents and allow each other to shine. And it reminds me of a lot of the you know, the classic rock and roll bands that we grew up with, going off on these massive solo tangents, and I love it. And they've each had moments to shine. The drum solo is beautiful, and I love the way the guitars then come in, and it's just like this flurry of activity. It kind of all shines together. All the stuff is. There's only so much I can say because I know everyone's said stuff a million times before, but I'm just loving it, guys. I'm just loving the authentic joy that they have as musicians, that they bring into all of these performances that I've seen so far. It just makes me happy to see it. And, you know, as someone who's performed on stage myself, it's just, and I think whatever level of performance you've done, that feeling of exhilaration you get from being in front of a live audience and then sharing that experience together is really poignant. I'm getting really cheesy now, and that sounds a bit silly and over the top maybe, but it's true. You get something from it that I suppose it's equivalent to being an athlete in front of a stadium of 30,000 people. It's similar. There's those like brief once in a lifetime moments that there's very few places you can get that energy, and it's beautiful. I'm going to stop waxing lyrical. We're going to go back through that drum solo section again and into the crescendo. And then, yeah, who knows if I'll stop it again. At this rate, I may not, because I'm just loving listening to it. Oh, so good. She has a beautiful voice. Just as I said, she had a beautiful voice. She gets that moment where the music all just takes a back step. The instruments, you know, like it all takes a back step and has a little moment of vocal clarity. And again, she's got that raw gruffness when she needs it, but she's got an absolutely beautiful voice at the same time when she wants to be more graceful. You know, it's lovely. I love people that can do that have both strings to that bow. It's just beautiful. And while I'm paused, I'll take the opportunity to say there were two things, backtracking again, that I loved during the drum solo segment. One was how happy, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, guys. Is it Akane, the drummer? She just looks so happy all through the drum solo. Like, she was grinning, which I loved. Some people might be looking really stressed to do that. She just looked happy throughout. And the other thing was the guitarists, before they came back in, were just stood applauding her and like banging their fists around and just really kind of relishing the joy of it as well. And we've spoken before about the way they support each other and how joyful that is. I've been to gigs, and I'm sure you all have, where someone's got a solo and the rest of the group kind of like disappear off to the side or just lurk in the shadows to like have a drink, and it's like they're just taking a break, but they're not in the moment. They kind of pull themselves out of the moment to talk to a roadie or have a drink or just sit on an amp and do nothing. But the girls, when one of them takes the lead, the others bask in it and kind of support them thoroughly, whether it's clapping or cheering or just grinning and watching them. They give them their focus, because they're a group that supports each other. And again, that stuff just fills me with a glow inside. Oh. Good high note. Man, that, ladies and gentlemen, is just so it's just so it's clean, it's tight, it's full. Again, there's so much, like, I hardly spoke about Misa in that one because there was loads of solos that everyone else had, but she's just there throughout doing her thing, being one of the best bassists I've heard in a very long time. And but we had awesome drum solos, we had vocal solos, we've got from two different people, and beautiful crescendos where they all came in together, and the whole thing just flew really well. As a song, I think I preferred Hate and Domination in terms of an actual piece to itself. Something about them felt a bit more catchy to me. They hooked me a little bit more. This song is great. Don't get me wrong. This song is great, and it's kind of consistently bouncy all the way through. The solos for me are what made this song shine more, or stand out for itself. Those songs didn't necessarily have, like, we had the solo battle in Hate, for example, which was awesome. This song had a few bits for several of them, but the song itself, I think, didn't quite get me to those heights I got with Hate and Domination. What I took from this most was just the beautiful solo moments that we had. That drum solo, I think, was probably peak in terms of the standout for this. And at the end of that, when they come in together, and then we have also that beautiful solo vocal for a bit, because her voice is beautiful, in the midst of, and I love the fact that they drop back down and step back instrumentally and allow her to have a moment to shine and bring that vocal forward. Because when you've got a great vocalist, it's great to have those moments to showcase that and allow them to do that, because it's just it's another string to your bow. Why not let it shine? And again, I'm telling you stuff you've all heard before, and I worry about that, but I really enjoyed it, guys, is the summary to it. That's the clip notes version. And the Princesses of Power did it again. She-Ra on my t-shirt would be proud, because I was really chuffed with that. I'm happy that we did this. I'm happy that we're continuing down the Band-Maid avenue. I'm sure we'll do more. Overall, guys, this was awesome. And I'm feeling a bit, I mentioned earlier I was losing my voice. I'm a little bit under the weather, but I'm glad I still managed to get this done with you guys. And if I wasn't quite as energetic, that's probably why. However, it's fab. And I'm firmly established in the Band-Maid camp now. And I'm going to be doing more. At some point, I want to check out the official music videos. Maybe we'll put some of those on the Patreon. And I can't wait to finally do a full album. I'm just currently ticking through some of these big hits or big solo live performances that you guys have mentioned, but there's so much that I want to uncover. And some of you have dropped some great recommendations on other acts, whether it's rock acts or other girl groups or like Japanese rock or whatever. Keep them coming, because we need more stuff like this in my life. Not that anyone else is going to be Band-Maid levels, but you know what I mean. I just want more that I have missed to continue sharing this journey with you. So if you could, that would be amazing. In the meantime, guys, wow, while I add this one to my playlist, I'm very limited. I've got 3 Band-Maid songs on my playlist, guys. We need to keep them doing them so that I can finally hear more songs. But this was great. In the meantime, don't forget, you can hang out with me live sometimes over on my gaming channel and chat about whatever you want there. You can also get all this stuff early, and some exclusive videos will be going up on Patreon as well. And in the meantime, stay safe. It's a scary world out there. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.